There's a good bit. My dad is full Vol at this point. He told me before the game that he's smoking a cigar either way. So win, lose, or draw, he was going to smoke one. He's a fan of both, obviously now, but I think he's in more orange than crimson now.
DK plays KD tonight, and about a year ago, we were just starting to see DK take off in his career, but 7 former Vols are now playing in the NBA. We got to see them in opening night. So just comment on what it's like to watch those guys that were in the program now provide a tool for success after college.
It's really cool when you're as close as you are to some of these guys that are making it into the league, and you talk to them about guys they look up to and guys we watched growing up, and they're now suiting up to guard them and play against them. It's really cool to see, and I even have high school teammates that have made it to the league, so being able to see that it's been really cool to get like that little insight and that little, just like getting to know them and understanding how they're feeling inside. They might not be showing it, but they're just giddy. They're just a little giddy. Their little kid on the inside is just going insane. So it's cool to, that there's that many guys from this program out there, and being as close as we are to the guys that are there, it's really cool to get that insight.
What was it like being on the field smoking that cigar after Tennessee, Alabama?
I was smoking no cigars. We had a game the next morning, and so I was on the field for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, I need to get to bed. We had to be at the locker room at like 8 a.m. the next morning. So, it was a blast. I got to see a bunch of my really good friends. I got to see Ethan Davis, who we played AAU growing up together from middle school on. So being able to see him, and he had a really good game. It was really cool.
Cade, where do you see your biggest area of development over the last year from freshman year?
Man, is an everywhere an answer? That's a good one. There was as soon as the season ended, it was right back to work, and that was the idea that me, Coach Barnes, G, and GP, and really the whole staff kind of got into. Was just day one of off season, we're back at it, and so really just everywhere. But I'd say the largest jump was just offensively, being efficient and knowing where I need to get to my spots, and being able to play, make, and score out of those spots.
How much muscle weight did you put on? You look a lot stronger now. Be weird about that.
My weight hasn't gone up, but maybe like 5 pounds. But my body fat percentage has dropped. So the key was just to try to get as explosive as I can, and I'm at 215 right now. The goal was 220, but I think with where my strength is at right now, I'm pretty content where for now. When the season ends, we'll be right back to trying to get 235. Y'all know, y'all have talked to G before. Y'all know how it is. So, but the weight room was a big deal for me this off season. When I stayed here through Maymester, so I got to get a total. Me and G talked about a total of like 8 extra weeks of lifting, and just so I never had to go through the getting sore again. Because I never got out of shape or out of lifting shape.
What do you think making the Elite Eight last year, the Sweet 16, the year before you got here, does for the setting the standard for what you guys expect, what you guys think you're capable of?
Well, yeah, I mean that's all to Coach Barnes. His standard every day is national championship, and so when we get to those moments, those are moments that you've prepared for all year, and that's the bar that's been set all year. So, it's a bar that last year being able to do it and go there was amazing, but it still leaves that hunger in you that there's still 2 more games out there that we haven't been able to play at, and being able to chip away at those 2 games, and then maybe the next year chip away at another game, and it's just how this program is. It's a championship mindset every day. It's an intensity that our goals are lofty and they are obtainable.
What would you say you learned about yourself and or the team after the scrimmage?
We play hard. We play really hard. We got a bunch of guys that play really, really hard, and sometimes I'm a victim of this too. Is you don't play smart when you play hard sometimes. So being able to match both of those, playing smart and playing hard, is something that we're really, really focusing on going in this Indiana game. But we have a group of 10, 11, 12 guys that play freaking hard, and so if you can bring that night in and night out, even if shots aren't falling, you're going to be able to squeak out some wins. And so that's kind of the identity this team is we're going to play hard, and and we're going to be confident. We've got a lot of really good guys on this team, and if you're not playing confident, then why are you out there? You know, we've worked this hard and worked this hard together that if we have teammates that aren't playing confident, like you're hurting us, like you're hurting more than just yourself.
What's the competition been like in the post with you and JP and Felix and Igor?
You know, it's been a blast. We've been able to just freaking battle at each other. You know, JP and Felix at the 5 just banging with each other, and then me and Igor just running around all over the place. It's been a lot of fun, and even I've gotten to take my turns, you know, going at Felix, and so that's a tight group of 4 guys right there, and we enjoy pushing each other every day, you know, because when you have that many different types of centers and forwards and that small of a group, you can grow in every, like Igor's been my workout partner since he got here in late July, you know, from the Polish national team. So being able to learn from him and how skilled he is and how, you know, just polished his European game of playing off pivots has taught me a lot. And so being able to have a group of 4 guys like that where you can take things from all 4 of them, it's awesome. It's a good thing that we've built up.
Coach Barnes would say both are way behind, but from a player's perspective, which is ahead, the offense or the defense on this team?
Oh man, I might join with Coach Barnes on this one. Both behind, you know. I guess that's the coach's response, but we know that there's steps to take to, like I said, the standard that we've set, the bar that we've set. There's steps to be made on both offensive and defensive. Defensive is like I said, we got guys that play hard, but sometimes playing hard can get in the way of playing smart. And on defense, there's a lot of that involved. And then offense is the same way. And then along with offense is just getting guys to play comfortable, confident and comfortable. You know, like I said earlier, we work this hard, and guys individually have worked this hard to get into the games and get into live practicing, and not do what you've worked on is hurting more than just yourself.